Good morning, class 7. Before we start the lesson Physical and Chemical Changes, here is something which I thought would be useful to you. It is the chemical equations and what they mean. Let us first understand what is matter. I'm sure some of you would know the definition. Everything around us, all substances around us is matter. Matter is defined as anything that has mass and occupies space. Let us take two things. Let us take some chalk and let us take a piece of iron. Can we divide this chalk? Yes, of course. I can crush it into powder. Can I divide this piece of iron? Probably. With a hacksaw I can cut into smaller pieces. So what is the last unit? So the smallest unit of matter is molecules. Molecules are further made up of atoms. An atom is the smallest particle of matter that can take part in a chemical reaction. Are there different types of matter? Yes, there are three different types of matter. They are elements, compounds, and mixture. An element is pure matter. It is made up of only one type of atom. On the earth, there are around 117 elements. All matter is just a combination of these elements. You can compare these elements with alphabets. There are only 26 English alphabets, and all the words are made from these 26 alphabets only. Similarly, there are 117 elements, and all the matter is just a combination of one, two, or more elements. A compound is made up of two or more elements combined in always a fixed ratio and with the help of a chemical process. A mixture, on the other hand, is just a combination of two or more substances physically. Now, all the elements that we studied, the 117 elements, can be arranged in an order or in the form of a table, and we call this as the periodic table. You'll learn more about this in higher classes. Here's just a picture for you, the periodic table. Now, each of these elements that we studied can be represented with the help of a formula. Okay, I've given you some of the formulas in the acid basis lesson. Here are some more examples. You can see that magnesium is represented by Mg, aluminium by Al. There are certain rules of how we write this formulas, right? The first letter must always be capital, and if the formula has a second letter, always it should be written as the small letter. What do you mean by a compound? A compound is a matter which is made up of two or more atoms. A compound contains the same elements combined in a fixed ratio. A compound can be broken into its element only with the help of a chemical process. The properties of a compound are different from the elements that make it. For example, you can see the molecules of water. Okay, what is a molecule of water? It is H2O. You can see above there is one molecule of hydrogen. There is one molecule of oxygen. Both are gas. But when we combine them, we get H2O or water, which is a liquid. But on the other hand, you see nitrogen, which is a gas, oxygen, which is a gas, and nitrogen oxide is again a gas. So this is how compounds are. We can combine two elements to get a compound, but the new matter or the compound that you get has a property which is different from the element which it is made up of.